What's up, people? You guys are here for another episode of Above the Multiverse. Woo. And on this episode today, we got a lot to talk about. We're going to be talking about the Thunderbolts. It just came out. Boom. Gonna give you guys, we're going to, with spoilers, so be prepared for that. We got Thunderbolts. We got The Last of Us Season 2. Crazy stuff we're talking about. We're going to talk about, we talked about the rehearsal on this episode. We talked about the Black Mirror episode, USS Callister on this episode. We talked about, of course, the NBA playoffs. We talked about the music festival that I'm going to this weekend. We talked about some stuff that Avery's doing this weekend. So I hope you guys are ready. We got another episode of Above the Multiverse, and it's coming to you right now.
Okay, and I'm fresh. Ay, that's that Teddy fish. He got it on cause he fresh. Ay, that's that Teddy fish. I got it on cause I'm fresh. Okay, that's that Teddy fish. We got it on. Okay, fresh. Okay, that's that Teddy fresh. Okay, I woke up in the morning feeling like a million pesos.
Sure.
Hello, people. Back at you again. Who would have thought? You thought we were gone. We're still here, guys. I'm still here.
And yes, I have a hole in my mouth if you saw that.
He's already spilling something.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Well, welcome, guys. Another episode of Above the Multiverse with your two favorite people. I'm Avery. I'm not Avery. He's Avery. I'm Adrian.
Yeah, I'm Avery Harden. This is Adrian Blest.
Sorry, guys. We just got out of the movies.
Yes, sir.
Right now.
For the second time.
Yeah.
Well,
Avery
for the second time, yeah.
So, okay. If you guys know me, you know the podcast, right? This, every Marvel movie that comes out, we go see it, the very first showing on Thursday.
Yeah.
The day, as soon as it comes out, like literally
Yeah.
the first showing, we come back here, we do a podcast. Well, last Thursday when Thunderbolts came out, I had to work, and then as soon as I got off work, I had to go to Arizona the next day for my friend's wedding, which congratulations to Fabian and Bree. Love you guys. They're probably not watching this podcast, but congratulations. You guys got married finally. And so, yeah, so I was in the wedding, so I had to go to Arizona. So then I was in Arizona, and I was like, oh, maybe I'll get to see Avengers, or, spoiler. I'll get to see Thunderbolts.
Yeah, man, spoilers from now on.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, dude.
If you're watching this, you're already getting spoiled. You already know spoilers
bro, Dree literally had like a week, like he couldn't see it for a week. Like, y'all should have seen it already.
Yeah. So I was supposed to go see it when I was in Arizona. I was like, oh, I'll go see it in Arizona. But then I had someone in my family members passed away, and then I was like, I can't go see this movie because that's going to look really bad too. So I just, didn't see it. And then I got back, and I spent all my money in Arizona, so then I didn't have any money to spend to go see the movie.
Yeah.
So I had to wait till payday, and today I got paid, got to go see the movie. Avery was down to go see it with me.
Yeah.
So we just got out. We literally just got back from the movies.
I haven't said my thoughts online at all.
Yeah, I noticed that. Yeah. So that's good. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
But yeah, guys, we just went to go see Thunderbolts. We're gonna talk about it. So if you don't want any spoilers, too fucking bad, you're gonna get them. You know what to do. You already know. This is the podcast where we talk about movies and things. So when the episode comes out, we talk about it. That's what we do. A movie comes out, we talk about it. That's what we do. That's what we're gonna do today. Yeah. So.
Yeah,
Thunderbolts.
Go ahead. What do you think? Go ahead.
I thought it was really fucking good. I think I don't know. There's other Marvel movies I feel like I liked more, but I really did like this movie a lot. I think that there's like I think people hyped it up a lot. Where like I don't know. People were like, this is the best Marvel movie that they've done in years, but like all this stuff, and I was like, I don't know. Like I liked it, but I didn't love it like that. I thought it was still really good, though.
I feel like it was a solid movie, but it wasn't like the best Marvel movie.
Yeah.
I think it was in my personal opinion, I think it was a solid, hey guys, big things are coming.
Yeah.
I think it was a good like, hey, here's just a little bit of taste, and then we're gonna hit you on the head with.
There was a lot of things they did that was there was a lot of things they did that was really good that I liked a lot in the movie. Like I think I like all these characters. Ghost, I don't really. I mean, Ghost, whatever. But I liked her more in this movie.
She's fine too.
She's cute, whatever. And then, I mean,
you know what?
Yelena is the shit.
Yeah. Hey, hold on. Wait.
What up?
We gotta hold on. Bring it back right now, man. Let me just say this real quick. Florence Pugh, my goodness, bro. She made me pew pew in the movie theater. Florence Pugh is one of the She is the baddest right now. I don't care. People talk about Zendaya. Dr. Umar gonna slay me. I'm playing in the snow.
It did make
I'm playing in the snow, bro. Florence Pugh is fine, bro. Like
you better hope this podcast blows up because then she'll give us the music or the whatever.
I'm not gonna lie to y'all right now, bro. I like watching the first time I watched the movie. I watched it going in and I didn't, whatever. I'm just talking about Florence Pugh right now. I'm not talking about the actual movie. I went in the movie and I already knew Florence Pugh was beautiful.
Yeah,
I already knew that. But watching the movie, like the first time, I was like, oh my gosh, like she is gorgeous. And then even this time, I'm like, man, she is so fine, bro. So I don't know, man. I just want to let y'all know right now, man, this podcast needs to blow up or my music career needs to blow up because I don't know how, I don't know what, but I think that's my wife. I really do. I really do. And yeah, Dr. Umar, let's have a conversation. Come to the show. Come to the Above the Multiverse so we can talk about it, man.
Brother.
Yeah, he gonna get me, bro. He gonna get me, man. Florence Pugh is a fine white lady, bro.
Yeah. Yes. I think her like, and I love the way I think her character, like the way she is in the movie, like even just the opening movie, like the beginning of the movie where she's like talking about her feelings and how lonely she is and how after her sister died and all that stuff, and then how she's just like venting to the guy that she like has tied up and like
she's like,
hey, you're not paying attention.
Yeah, I
thought that was really funny.
Yeah.
I think there was a lot of like funny moments that I thought should have hit harder, but I think because like now it's already been a week, there wasn't that many people in there. I was like, I feel like maybe that first opening day, like all the Marvel fans, you're there with them. It's like an experience, and I think you would laugh harder because I feel like these people who are going to see it now are probably like, they probably haven't seen all the things that we've seen, all the projects, right?
Yeah.
Like one of my coworkers, he as soon as he saw me, he was like, oh, like after I came back from vacation, so he was like, oh, bro, like, did you see Thunderbolts? You see Thunderbolts? And I was like, no, bro, that's like the first time I haven't seen a movie like out. And he's like, oh man, it's so good, and he's like, dude, that character, what's his name, like Walker or something? And I was like, oh, like U.S. agent or whatever. And he, the fake Captain America, and he's like, yeah, bro, he's dope, like he's dope, like. And I'm like, well, did you watch Captain America and the Falcon and the Winter Soldier? And he's like, no, I didn't watch it, but I missed some of that stuff. I don't know. And I'm like, yeah. I'm like, he fucking sucks still.
Yeah,
like,
you don't know the severity.
And here's a big thing that I got, like, because I've been trying to avoid spoilers and stuff, but I have seen people like, obviously, I'm not gonna miss everything. I saw people saying like, oh, this is proof that good writing could really turn a hated character around into a beloved character, which I guess at the end,
I was going to say that because I'm not going to lie, like to piggyback on what you said, when I was looking at Walker, I was like, he's growing on me.
He's growing on me a little bit, but he's still an asshole. Like he still kind of sucks.
But it's turning around, like it's like like you know what I mean?
I thought there was gonna be some like they made it seem like there's gonna be some big redemption moment for him where I'm like, oh hell, he's the shit. Okay, I like it. But I was like towards the end of the movie, I was like, he still kind of sucks, dude. Like I really don't care. Like I don't like he's still like an asshole.
To me, it's like a low budget Deadpool. Like where it's like. No, you don't even hate Deadpool, but it's just like you don't really care. Like it's like all right, cool, right, tolerate it. You know what I mean? Like he turned around, like, cause I hate it, bro.
Yeah.
I was like, yo,
same.
F this dude. You know what I mean?
Same.
But then I don't even know what was the turning point.
Well, the big thing that they were trying to like say like that. Oh, his wife left him. His wife left him and took the kid. Yeah. And so that was like there was a part where she said that someone says like, oh, I know your wife left you and took the kid, and then Yelena like looks at him like all like feel sorry for him.
Yeah.
And then he's like, yeah, basically. And so I think that's supposed to be the moment that we're supposed to feel bad for him, but I didn't feel bad for him because I was like, that's your fault. You're a dumbass. They're like, I literally saw you being like, fuck the baby, dude. I don't give a fuck about this baby. You take care of the baby. So I'm supposed to feel bad for you because your wife left you? Like, hell no, I don't feel bad for you.
That's right.
Like, I don't feel bad for you at all. And then what? Like he saved like I don't even know. Did he save any? Like he saved like
he saved that lady.
Yeah, he saved like a lady, and I'm like, okay, cool. You saved a lady. Like whatever. Like he didn't.
He did. You know what I'm saying? He
didn't really do shit.
So he did he did come back for. He couldn't let them die when he jumped up to. You know what I mean?
True. Yeah.
So
I mean, there's some good in him, but I think he cares about his team. But.
I see. You know what I really do like is, I will say that I loved when Florence Pugh, Yelena. Was like, we're losers, we suck.
Yeah. Like
I love that part because it's like watching the movie the first time I watched it, I was like, yo, why do I care about these? Why am I here?
Yeah.
And then she says that, and it's like, all right, that makes it better because it's like, yo, where the hell is Spider-Man? Yeah. Where the hell is Doctor Strange, bro? We're literally in New York right now. And then she's like,
Spider-Man I was gonna say Spider-Man probably was sleeping and got taken to the void, but he would have sensed it. Before it happened, you know.
Yeah. So the fact that they did that made me not want a big character because it was like showing like it was like, yes, these are throwaways that like even I guess Marvel was like, yo, these are throwaways, like let's do something with them, and like they did something with it, which was cool to me. Like I thought it was cool. Like I'm not saying it's the best movie, and y'all know we throw that best movie around a lot.
Yeah.
Like this wasn't the best Marvel movie at all to me, but it was fun, man. I had a really
it was definitely fun.
I had a really good time. I had a lot of good jokes, dude. Sentry was freaking.
The Sentry's
sick.
Fucking crazy.
That was
the Sentry's the best part of the whole entire movie.
And the thing that sucks is that was one part, bro. Like it's like that was crazy. Like the way he threw. The coldest part was the way he threw Red Guardian.
Yeah, then he brought him back. Yeah, that shit was sick.
And then he was just sitting there looking at Ghost like, oh yeah, oh she's right there. Give me that. Like, like it's like, bro, like
his fighting was really fucking dope. Like I'm not gonna lie.
And I think so for me personally, because spoilers, they I guess they fixed him or whatever, but they keeping him around. So, bro, he's gonna come. I feel like he's gonna master that. Maybe Doctor Strange or freaking what's her name?
I don't know if he'll master it, but I think he's definitely gonna have to. It seems like he can't like be the Sentry without a possibility of the Void coming back, right? So I think but it doesn't even make sense because he's still the Void.
Doctor Strange. Or
Charlize Theron, which is
no.
Scarlet Witch.
Charlotte, yeah. Somebody can help his brain, like
maybe.
You know what I'm saying? But bro, if they do, bro, he is.
I mean, he's super powerful.
Yeah, that's the most powerful nigga we've seen in the MCU.
Yeah, I mean, for sure. He's Superman for the MCU.
Yeah.
But he has the dark side, which is fucking crazy.
Yeah. That joint was scary, bro.
Yeah. Well, they did a good job of making the Void look like the comic books and stuff, like how he's like all just pitch black, but with like you see it's just the eyes lit up. That was really sick. But yeah, I mean, Sentry is dope as fuck. I think like all those parts of Bob are really funny. Like there's a lot of funny moments in it. Like it's definitely like almost like a comedy. It's really fucking good. I liked it a lot. Like thinking back, I liked it. It's just I think that I don't know if I was expecting more. I don't know what I was expecting.
It probably got overhyped.
It definitely did get overhyped for me, but I was like,
okay, I'm glad I saw it, and I went in low expectations.
Yeah.
So I think that's probably what it was. Like, obviously, I'm going off of the one that got me hyped was the Soups thing, where he was like, "Yo, like this is whatever," and I was like, "Oh, okay, cool." But still, in my brain, when I first went, I was like, I don't think it's gonna be crazy. Like, I feel like it's gonna be a really good post credit scene. But watching it, I wasn't expecting anything.
Yeah.
I was just like taking it for what it was, and it was good. It was all right.
No,
man.
it was good. It was good. And I mean, I liked I think there was just like some parts where I was like, they like certain things where they just became friends so fast, or I'm like, okay, like that. They just became friends so fast. Or like, oh, we're a team now, and I'm like, okay, we should have built it up a little bit more to the team, or I don't know. There were some certain things while I was watching. I was like, okay, that happened really fast, like that. Like, they're all just best friends, so now we're going to go take down Yelena. It's like, okay, like, I don't know. There were certain things that I was just like, oh, that they should have, like, explained a little bit more or added a little bit more or something. But otherwise, I liked it. I mean, obviously, I think Yelena's dope as fuck. And I think it's cool because Black Widow was kind of like a major part of the Avengers that held it together. So I think that it's cool to see her being, like, this major part. And I love her personality, and I love how she is. And I think that it's really cool seeing that. I thought it was cool, like, Bucky being a congressman. I was wondering why Bucky was why he was in Congress, but it's because he's trying to take down Valentina. So that made sense. I was like, oh, cool. That's a good little twist, like why he's becoming a congressman and doing all this stuff. Obviously, Red Guardian's always funny. Like no matter what he does, it's always funny. The part where he showed up and he was like, Yelena, like, and it's your dad, and he showed up, like that part was really funny. But yeah, there's some good moments, and obviously like when Sentry becomes Sentry, like that was like obviously the best part of the fucking movie is like that little fight scene when he's becoming Sentry, and then he's like, you don't need to tell me what to do. When
he switched.
He's like, I'm a god.
Yeah, that joint crazy.
You said I'm stronger than the Avengers, and one of the Avengers is a god, so that makes me more than a god, right? Like, like it was pretty crazy, and I don't think I should be listening to you. Which is crazy. And it's also really fucking crazy that after he did all that and then became the Void, that he's just like, oh, damn, what happened? This is insane. Like, that's scary crazy. That's scary, powerful, and that was really cool.
Which is going to make, I feel like they could do so much with this. Like, because they just, the post-credit scene was like,
damn, it's hot as fuck.
Yeah,
here, dude. Summer is here, guys.
Yeah, summer is for sure here. The post credit scene where before the big reveal, I really enjoyed that just first part where she was like, yo, Sam Wilson said y'all not Avengers.
Oh yeah, we'll get to the end credits.
But the thing with that is like, yo, these niggas got a century, like, and low key, like,
seems like they can't even use them.
I would hate that this will happen because it's my girl, Florence Pugh. But I feel like Bob is gonna be with Yelena at the end of the day. Like,
well, they definitely had a little.
So what I'm saying is, if Sam Wilson or whoever come after them and they get you got a Thor, nigga, you got a Thor, you got a Shang-Chi, like them Avengers are way better than these Avengers. Yeah. So this nigga Sentry might come out and be like, yo, these my dogs. You can't do that. You feel me? Yeah. And that's gonna be an issue.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's gonna be crazy. So, Sentry versus Thor, or Sentry versus Hulk, or Sentry
Sentry versus Hulk would be crazy.
I mean, we'll have to see.
I think Hulk would.
It'd be cool if, and this is me theorizing. This is just like what I would want, right? Hulk is being a little bitch right now. They have him acting like a little bitch in the MCU right now, but we know that Hulk is at his most powerful when he's the most angry and just evil and hateful and just crazy, right? Well, Sentry, what if Sentry goes to fight and they were like, well, we got the Hulk, and then the Hulk's like, okay, come on, and then Hulk starts getting his ass beat, and then he makes him like the darkness of the Sentry touches Hulk and makes the Hulk like, oh, I am bad. I am evil. Reliving the bad stuff that he has, and he gets angry, and then we get like our powerful fucking destroyer killer fucking Hulk because of what the Sentry does to him. Because the Sentry makes you see like your worst moments and stuff, right?
Kevin Feige, make it happen, bro.
Anyways, that's all I'm saying. That could be the reason why the Hulk becomes so fucking powerful. Then we get a real fight between like the crazy powerful evil Sentry and the crazy evil powerful Hulk, and then we get a real fight. But that'd be sick as fuck.
That'd be crazy.
But I don't know. That's just theories.
But also, man, dude, there's a lot of potential here with bringing Sentry in. It has a lot of
game changer.
Like you got.
It's like when they brought Captain Marvel in for the first thing, right? Like Captain Marvel was like, oh, we saw her and we're like, oh, she's super powerful. Like now, and then she was beating Thanos' ass and stuff, right? So it's
the thing is, though, he could be manipulated. You got Doom, you got Scarlet Witch, there's niggas, Doctor Strange. There's niggas that can manipulate this nigga. Yeah. So and he's
very weak-minded.
And then you even got like I don't know. I'm not a comic book guy, but like I'm pretty sure there are villains that could come out of the woodwork. Kang, you know what I mean? Yeah. If they bring him back, like that can change him, or not change him, but have him be on their side.
He's definitely gonna have to like come out like how he's been. Like right now when he's just Bob. He's chilling, but something's gonna in this Avengers Doomsday. Something's gonna come out that happens that's gonna make him be the Sentry. He's gonna have to. Like that's gonna be a big moment of the movie. I'm sure.
Yelena's gonna die.
How crazy would that be if they kill Scarlett Johansson and then this one they kill fucking the new Black Widow?
I feel like she'll be the new.
Or you know what they would a good pump fake would be to make us think that she's gonna die and we're like, oh, of course they're gonna kill her because they killed Scarlet Witch or not Scarlet Witch, Black Widow. So then that would set it up to make it kind of like when we saw Spider-Man and like you think Zendaya is gonna die, but then he saves her, right? So it's like he gets that redemption arc of like saving like the girl he never got to save.
Yeah, I see.
Maybe they could do a moment like that.
Hawkeye would save her.
Yeah.
That'd be dope. That'd be
cool.
That'd be dope. Also, I want to talk about this nigga, not this nigga. Oh my god. I want to talk about the MCU or Marvel placing this at the Avengers Tower. That pissed me off.
Well,
because only because you did that and you didn't have cameos. Like, I don't care that you did that. Like, it's like, whatever. But, like, you did it in New York. Like, this is another thing that happened in New York without Spider-Man, without Doctor Strange. It's like, bro, or Wong. It's like, bro, come on, bro.
Yeah, Wong.
Like, I'm not begging for cameos, but it's just when you do it there in their place where they're the guy, like, come on, bro. Like,
you can't keep setting up, like, this is the guy of New York, and this is the guy of New York, and then even, like, Daredevil and all the stuff that's going on with Kingpin and stuff, right?
Like, bro.
But then this happens in New York, and then it's just like, oh, nothing
like you can't. I feel like that's like when they were in Washington, when they were in that desert thing. It's like, all right, cool. But then you set it up in prime New York where the Avengers Tower happened and everything. I know nobody knows Spider-Man. I get it. I know you probably want to help us. I mean, not help us, but you want to introduce him in a way, blah blah blah. But it's like, bro. At least bring Wong up in there. Like Wong
would have been cool.
You having it at it. Like I'm not cameo hungry. Trust me. I was fine. I was fine with it being what it was. But at the Avengers Tower, bro, you gotta have somebody.
So in the comics, she calls it, you know how in the movie she's like, oh, welcome to the Watchtower. In the comics, Century's like the Century's like place is the Watchtower, and it's where the Avengers Tower is. But people can't see it. It's like hidden to normal people's eyes. So only Century can see it or something. Or certain people can see it, right? But yeah, it's like the Watchtower, and it's over, like it is like the Avengers Tower, but like taller and bigger.
Yeah.
So I think that's what they're trying to do, is be like, oh, this is gonna be the Watchtower. So if you know comics and stuff, you're like, oh, this is the Watchtower. This is from Century's thing. So that's where I was like, okay.
So for me and anybody else that don't know comics, Century in the comics is not like Bob. He's more in depth of like, yo, I'm that nigga.
Yeah, like he's like Superman kind of, but like he's a good dude. But he's Century, like how he is. He's just like a superhero, Superman.
The good one.
Yeah, but at any moment he can kind of switch into the Void, and he doesn't really he can't control that.
Okay.
Like he just turns into the Void, and the Void is obviously really fucking scary, right? And really powerful.
In the comics, how do they manage that? They can't because they make it so powerful.
Yeah, I don't know. I got to read more into the comics and stuff. But I've seen. I'll send you a video about him. But yeah, that was really cool. I think all of it was really cool. Like Bucky was cool. I love Bucky. Like all that stuff was good. Another big thing I was gonna say, I think the movie was really cool because I think it was like a really good metaphor for like mental health and stuff. I think that was really cool.
Yeah.
I think this whole movie, the whole theme of the movie is like mental health and like being okay with yourself and like how everyone's going through something. Everyone has their issues, their problems, their past, but it's about moving forward and like having people around you to support you and stuff, right? Like that was like the big theme of the movie. And I think they did a really good job of nailing that. And I think to a common person just seeing the movie, they would be like, oh, this is really good because I like how the message of it and stuff, right? It's not your typical Marvel movie where it's just like there's a bad guy and we beat him up and then we win the day. It's like there's a big metaphor here for like how Yelena feels and how like sad she is and how she feels lonely, which she killed those parts. Like the part with when she's talking to Red Guardian after
she was like, I needed
when she roasted like every single person.
Yeah,
like that part was funny.
That was like, we're losers.
Yeah. That's the part where she's like, we're losers, but she's like, oh, like your family hates you. You're kind of a bitch. Yeah, like you're like, you know, like fuck you. We all suck. We're all losers. Like
you notice that she only did that.
Lost.
She only did that to Walker and Ghost. Like she didn't do that to Bucky.
I said the same
Bucky
thing
a real
too.
nigga.
I was like, yeah, Bucky
a real nigga, bro. Bucky like, hold on.
Yeah.
I done a lot of good in this world, nigga.
Yeah, but Bucky knows he's done bad too, so that's the big thing.
He's done bad stuff, but
he's not like the other ones. How like they're bad and they're still kind of bad, right? But yeah, that part was sick. So I thought that was really cool, like how they made it like a metaphor for mental health and everything. I think that was really good and really well done. Yeah, and then obviously, end of the movie, right? They save. I thought the part where they were fighting the Void was really sick too. The Void was really fucking dope, and the way they make him look and how he was just throwing like fucking using power, like they're almost like in the Void, but it's not the Void that we know of, like how from like Loki. It's like the Void of like this void of emptiness, which is I thought that was a cool metaphor too, like to like because me going into it, I knew who the Void was, and I knew that I know who Century is. I know his alternate personality as the Void. So the very first opening line in the movie where Florence Pugh was about jumping off the building, she says like, oh, I feel really empty inside. It's almost like a void. And as soon as she said that, I was like, oh, here we go. Like we're cooking already, which I think not a lot of people obviously don't pick up on because they don't know the comics and stuff like that. But I was like, as soon as she said, oh, it's like a void, I was like, okay, we're cooking. And then later on, when Century says, when Bob is talking, he says it's talking about how he feels like darkness and like all this stuff. And I thought it was really interesting too how they talked about how he was on meth, which I was like, oh, whoa, that's big for a Marvel movie. For a Disney movie.
They did a lot.
When she shot the guy, when the guy shot himself in the face, like that shit was crazy.
She's like, okay, swinging dicks.
Oh yeah.
I was like, oh damn.
Yeah, they said a lot of stuff that I was like, okay, cool. This is not just your typical Marvel movie. But yeah, like that whole part where he says like, oh, it feels like a void, and then she was like, oh, we're connecting on that because I also said that earlier in the movie, right? But I was like, this is setting up the void, who, like, if you know, right? So I thought that was sick, and like when they're in there and they're fighting in the void and they're fighting the void, and then like the void almost wants Sentry to kill him and beat him up to get more evil, to like really take over his body and stuff, and they all hug him and save him, right? I thought that was pretty cool. It's kind of dumb. People complain about how Kang got killed by ants. Well, the Void got saved by a hug. So, like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Yeah. Like, Sentry got saved by a hug.
I guess, yeah.
They defeated the Void by hugging.
Yeah.
So, you know, that's another one that people are, I'm sure, are going to complain about. But that was cool.
I've been seeing a lot of complaints about this movie, though.
Yeah, neither have I. But I haven't really looked. I've been avoiding things. So, like, I think I'm going to start looking now and see what people are saying. But, yeah, that was pretty cool. Then, obviously, we get to the end where... This was ruined for me already as soon as it fucking happened, because freaking Marvel was posting it like the next fucking day, and I'm like, dude, the movie just came out this weekend. Like, you're already gonna post them revealing the new title and all this stuff. So everyone was wondering why is it Thunderbolts with the asterisk?
You know why?
Right?
You know why I feel like they did that? It's because
they want to get people in.
Yeah, I feel like that's probably what it was.
Yeah, because people are like, oh wait, the new Avengers. I want to go see that movie now because I didn't know who the Thunderbolts were, but now I know Anyways, but yeah, so at the end, they're about to go kill Valentina de Fontaine, and then she tricked him into going to a press conference, and then she reveals that this is the new Avengers, which was pretty cool. I was like, all right, that's dope, that's fine. And I was watching the breakdown after we left the movie right now on the way over here, and basically I guess they were saying like Kevin Feige was saying essentially that they thought that people might be upset with like the whole new Avengers thing, and like how they're like, oh, this is the new Avengers, like this kind of dumb, and so they kind of like got a step ahead of it by making the credits be like, oh, new Avengers, more like Avengers.
That's right. That's what I was saying in the theater, because the first time I watched it, I didn't look up. Like when it was done, I was like, all right, cool. Let me see all the text messages or whatever I got at the time, because I already knew that it was 2 post credits. Well, I didn't know it was 2, but I knew post credit scenes were coming after. So I was just checking my phone before the credit scenes came. So I didn't see all that. But this time around, I was just vibing.
Yeah, it's
I looked at my phone, and I was like, "Oh shoot!" They're like, "Oh yeah, the new Avengers."
Like they're clowning them. It's like a bunch of like posts, like the New York Times, the Hollywood Reporter, and all this stuff, like talking shit about these new Avengers, basically saying like this is the new Avengers, like kind of clowning on them. So I thought that was smart for them to kind of like, because they were kind of jumping ahead to what the audience reaction was going to be, because people are going to be like, this is the new Avengers, kind of dumb, right? So that was cool too. I like that a lot. And then we get to the post-credit scene. First post-credit scene is Alexi in the
grocery
store on the Wheaties box, which that picture on the Wheaties box does look really fucking cool though.
When it says the Avengers?
Yeah.
Yeah, I want one of those.
Yeah, if we can get a Wheaties box with the new Avengers, that'd be fucking sick.
Yeah.
But that was pretty cool. It was a little funny part, but it was whatever. It's just like Alexi being Alexi.
Yeah.
Then
see, okay, so before we get to that part, I want to say when I was in the theater watching it the first time, man, that's what I was saying. That's why it felt so good to me, because I was like, yo, this is how I used to feel back when Iron Man dropped. Like, it's like it gives you a little, not Iron Man, but like before Endgame, like it gives you a little fun. Yeah. And then the real
and
connect the dots came.
Yeah.
And like we haven't had that in a minute. Like we haven't had like
a connection thing like that.
Not even a connection, but like that fun, that like Alexi doing that in the first.
No, they do stuff like that, because like at the end of Guardian of the Galaxy 3, right? It's like, oh, Star-Lord's at home and he's like eating cereal with his dad or with his grandpa, and he's like they make like some jokes, and then it's like Star-Lord will return, which he still hasn't returned, by the way. Just want to throw that out there, but he still hasn't returned.
I forgot about that. Actually.
Yeah, but like they've been doing. I think they've been doing that more than anything. They've been at the end of these movies, they do like a little funny thing that doesn't really matter, and it's like, okay, that was funny, but like I say for that, well, maybe, like, I'm staying because I want to see like where Thanos opens up the Infinity Gauntlet and he's all, fine, I'll take care of this myself. Like, that's what I want. Like, right? That's what we're saying at the end credits.
I mean, I don't know. It just felt good.
I get what you're saying. Like, this was like a good.
But you know what? Maybe it was because we had the connection
we had the
after.
end. If that was the only end credit scene,
you'd probably be pissed.
I would have been pissed, right? So that's why, and that's what I feel like they've been doing with all these other movies. They give us like a little funny thing, and I'm like, wait, that's it?
Oh, also, you know why I actually it makes sense. It makes sense because the next connection happens in 2 months.
Yeah.
So it's not like forever, the Marvels where the X-Men thing happens.
Yeah.
And Deadpool happens after, and it's like, oh, what was the X-Men?
Yeah, exactly.
Like it's like this happened. You seen the Fantastic Four, and then in July, Fantastic Four drops.
Yeah.
So in some way, somehow, I don't even know if it's gonna be in the movie or at one of the post-credit scenes. The Thunderbolts has to come out, or something around them have to.
I'm sure, however Fantastic Four ends, will bring in this. So to what we're talking about, right? So at the very last end credit scene, which Avery was like, all right, here we go. And I'm watching the credits, and it's funny because New Rockstars even said it on the thing. They're like, oh, and the second post-credit scene, which for some of you might have been ruined if you were paying attention to the credits, because I said that, like, we were watching the credits, and then I saw that in the music, for the music of the thing, because I always look at the music that they use in the movies, because obviously I'm a music head, right? So I was like looking at the music that they had in the movie, and it said Fantastic Four theme song, and I was like, well, that wasn't in the movie, so that must be in the end credit scene, right? So I told Avery, I'm like, oh, it must be something with Fantastic Four, because they just showed the Fantastic Four thing in the credits, and they didn't play it in the movie, so it must be played in the end credit scene. Yeah. So I already kind of knew that it was Fantastic Four, and then Avery's like, "Damn, bro, like, yeah, you kind of ruined it for yourself, right?" But it's like they ruined it for me. Dude, of course, I'm gonna pay attention to that thing. Yeah. So it's funny that New Rockstars even pointed it out, like, where they're like, "Oh, it might have been the post-credit scene might have been ruined for you." But I told Avery, I'm like, "Well, I know it has something to do with the Fantastic Four, but I don't know what it is. You know, I don't know if it's gonna be like." Do they show them? They talk, whatever.
I feel like it's anticlimactic.
Yeah.
When you know.
Climatic.
Yeah, whatever. You know what I mean.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's that when you know. Like when I seen it, I didn't know.
Yeah.
And I like.
So you see people started clapping.
I seen the ship, and I was like, whoa. That looks like. And then it turned, and it was the Fantastic Four. So for me, I was like, hey, hello! And then you got people like in the theater when I was at, people were like, yeah. Like, so
I think if I wouldn't have caught that, I would have been more excited for it.
It was a moment.
But I was like, as soon as I saw it, I was like, oh. And then then I was kind of expecting, I'm like, okay, where's Fantastic Four going to show up? And then they showed that, and I was like, oh, it's just the ship. Okay, cool.
So,
whatever.
Okay, well, you want to still talk about that?
Yes, because I want to say this.
There's a big thing that I want to talk about.
So, I loved the post-credit scene was filmed. So this post-credit scene, the last end credit scene, was filmed by the Russo brothers.
Okay.
Because they're doing Avengers Doomsday right now.
Are they doing Fantastic Four?
No, Fantastic Four is already done.
No.
But they didn't do that.
Okay.
But they did this, and you can already tell just by the vibe of it, like just this end credit scene. The end credit scene felt different than the rest of the movie. The rest of the movie was like a lot brighter. It was a lot more like your basic typical movie, but this felt like a little more cinematic. It felt a little more dark. It felt like just like this little post end credit scene, and the way that it was shot was different, and their costumes all their new outfits, all their new costumes
Bucky
look sick. Bucky looked sick.
Cold, yeah.
Yelena looked dope. Even John Walker or whatever, like his suit like looks sick.
I need a
and Ghost looked dope too.
I need a Alexi tracksuit.
Oh yeah. The Alexi tracksuit was funny. So like it was good, and I was like, oh, you can tell the Russo brothers directed this, which was really cool. And then the reveal, and there was like really funny banter. But they're talking about, so that was interesting too. They're talking about how they're having beef with Captain America and his Avengers.
No.
So
they just have beef with him.
But they're saying he's creating the Avengers, and where are the new Avengers?
So that's a big thing that I saw. Elena was like, so if he creates, like he hasn't created it yet. Yeah. So the Avengers the new event, the real Avengers haven't assembled yet.
Yeah.
He's just mad at them for having a name right now.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, I feel like Doomsday is gonna be a long movie.
Oh yeah,
it's gonna set up them being the Avengers, and then I feel like it's gonna be beef with them. I don't know.
It's gonna be well. The whole thing is, and maybe this is all a prelude. Here's another thing too. Like there was a hint in the movie of them being the new Avengers, and knowing that they become the new Avengers because it was ruined for me. I caught this, but I think a lot of people didn't catch it the first time without knowing that they become the new Avengers. Because when they're driving, when Yelena or when Red Guardian first picks up Yelena and Walker and Ghost, he says like, look at this team that you assembled. Right. So I was like, oh, like they're setting up them to be the Avengers. Right. Okay. So that was a little thing that they kind of like gave a hint during the movie that they're going to be the Avengers. But then at the end, whatever, when they're like the new Avengers, I don't know how. The big thing is I think they're setting up like that this team is kind of fighting with this team, and this team is kind of fighting with this team. They're going to set it up so that way, because what Doctor Doom does is kind of turns everyone against each other. It makes Battle World, it makes them all fight each other to kill each other. So I think that's like setting up kind of like, oh, like if we're the Avengers and then Captain America's making the Avengers.
I think before we get into Fantastic Four stuff, I do want to say one thing about that I'm pissed off at, and I've said this before. Is like, man, like the stakes weren't high, so like I just knew everybody was gonna survive.
I mean, Taskmaster got killed in the fucking beginning of the movie, which was crazy.
She did,
but they kind of ruined that for us by not showing her in the trailers. Like we already kind of knew.
So so it wasn't like, oh, whatever. It's like, so the thing is like that announcement pisses me off so much. Like it's like, yeah, you can say like Thor, you can say all this shit, but like if like for Fantastic Four and the Thunderbolts, it's like, bro, you should have kept that on the low and like released it like low key. You could have just made another announcement right after the Thunderbolts dropped. You know what I mean? So it kind of ruined it. So same thing for Fantastic Four. It's like, man, the stakes aren't high. Obviously, they're the Fantastic Four, so they have to survive. But it's like you can't. There's no stakes.
Well, I think that the Fantastic Four is gonna be like well, I heard someone say like a disaster movie, right? And I think what it is the whole movie is gonna be about them trying to save the world from Galactus, but they can't, and then they ended up going to another dimension, and they come to our dimension where at least the MCU that we know, right? And they come to our.
Which that's very high stakes, and I would love that. I will absolutely love that.
Like they're gonna lose, like Infinity War, like when at the end of Infinity War, like everyone dies, and they're like, wait, did we just lose? And then the movie ends, and you're like, wait, what the fuck? That it's supposed to have a happy ending. I think that's what's gonna happen with the Fantastic Four. Is like they're gonna barely escape, and we're gonna be like, oh shit, like their whole universe just got destroyed, and their Earth is definitely gonna get eaten by Galactus.
In the trailers, one of the dudes is like, "Are we safe?" He's like, I don't know. So I mean, they are setting it up, but
setting it up to
that's awesome. The stakes
it
are high.
Adds more stakes for Reed Richards and stuff, right? Pedro Pascal, he's gonna have to be like, fuck, like I've already lost once, and my whole universe and planet got destroyed because of it. Yeah. Like I need to do something to save this universe.
Yeah,
that I'm on now.
I mean that's dope. That's dope.
I think it'll come together. I think it's all gonna tie together, and it seems like they have like different things happening in different parts of the world, but Doctor Doom's gonna bring everything together, put it all together. So we'll see.
I do think what you were saying about Doctor Doom putting everybody against each other, I do think what's gonna happen is the Avengers Doomsday is gonna be. This is just a theory. I don't know if this is gonna happen, but this is what I think is gonna happen. It's the Avengers Doomsday is gonna start off with that beef. They showed us that beef. So that beef's gonna happen, whatever, and then maybe that's when Fantastic Four gets introduced. And then it's like, oh, we're beefing, but like, who is this Fantastic Four people?
Yeah.
And then they're like, oh, you guys got to understand that something's coming. The Galactics or whatever freaking is coming. And then that's when everybody bands together.
I wonder if they're going to show.
I feel like that's going to happen. I don't know if that's going to happen, but I feel like it's going to happen.
Because in Fantastic Four, Doctor Doom is their villain. So like, and the reason like they become the Fantastic Four, but it wasn't just them. Like Doom was with them, and he also got powers from how they got powers. So like he's part of like that main crew. It's like the 5 of them. So I don't know if I feel like he has to be involved in Fantastic Four, but I also don't know if he's going to be. So it's interesting. They might just do it where it's just Fantastic Four and they're battling Galactus and they leave. I feel like they have to know who Doom is. Like they should know who Doom is.
I feel like they have to be.
Or like when they
Marvel has to do what you always send me. They have to establish, like, we cannot have Tony Stark face be like, oh man, I miss you 3000. Like we need him to establish that nigga, we gonna hate this nigga.
Well, I think
they have to establish
what they can do. What they can do, what might be cool is
like, I feel like everybody's gonna be like, yo, they're gonna see, I miss you 3000. I love you 3000.
Well, they're gonna see Doctor Doom, and people are gonna be like, oh, that's Tony Stark. Like he's not dead. But Pedro Pascal is gonna be like, no, in my universe, that's Victor Von Doom. Who's this Tony Stark you're talking about?
Yeah.
I know him. We went to school together. That's Victor Von Doom, and he's bad, right? So I think like maybe Pedro Pascal is like Richard will know him as Victor Von Doom and not as Tony Stark.
Such an important character, they're not showing him. I think that's a big reveal in Fantastic Four.
Yeah, they have to show. I mean, they have to do something with Doctor Doom in Fantastic Four because he's literally a Fantastic Four villain, and the next movie after that is Doomsday. So, like,
he follows them.
If the Russo brothers already did a reshoot for Thunderbolts, like they shot this post-credit scene for Thunderbolts.
Oh, so they're probably
they're probably gonna do something for Fantastic Four, and then also set up what's coming for Doomsday. It will be sick regardless. But we're getting there, guys. We're getting there. We're getting very, 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 very close.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie.
Fantastic Four's right around the corner.
I already feel like we're back.
Yeah.
Like
I think Fantastic Four's gonna be amazing.
This isn't Miss Marvel's. This isn't freaking Deadpool. This is like we're here. Like we're back on track. We're at the first Avengers where the post credit scene had it was Thanos.
Yeah.
Like we're there. Like I feel like we're here now.
Yeah.
Like we're in it. Like
yeah.
we were lost for a little minute. For a lot of minute.
Yeah.
So I feel like we're back now, and we're just getting started. We're literally at Avengers. No. We're a little past. I mean, we're a little behind. Where before, we're maybe Iron Man.
It just
Thor, maybe Thor. Yeah, maybe we're maybe around that Thor.
I think we just got. I think Avengers Doomsday and Secret Wars is gonna be really fucking good, but I kind of want to just get through it because I think this saga has been such a mess and such a like ups and downs with people, and like it's been so hard for people to follow, and people like hate it or they love it, and even like someone as big as us who are like super fans of Marvel, like we're not even like really loving it because they gave us a lot of things that they didn't tie together. Like even in this movie, like they tied some stuff together by being like, oh, you know, the last president turned into a raging monster and blah blah. So they're tying like the Captain America stuff, like we that happened, and they're acknowledging it, but they also didn't talk about the fact that the president before that called war against aliens who are all like anyone who's from other planets and the Skrulls and everything. So like there's like something they kind of just forgot about. They're just like, oh yeah, well, that happened, but whatever. We're not gonna talk about that, but we'll talk about this thing that just happened, right? Yeah. So like that kind of stuff. I think this whole saga kind of fucking like sucked in the sense that they didn't really do the work to tie everything together that they gave us, which sucks as a fan of these movies. But I think we get to this end point, we finish it up, boom, wrap up this saga, we're done with it, and it introduces the new saga, which will be the Mutant Saga, and from here on out, from the Mutant Saga going forward, greatness. It will be good again. Everything will be good again. It will be big again, and we're going to focus on the X-Men and the mutants and telling those stories, and then we'll have really good tie-ins where like we can get like Spider-Man with the X-Men and all these different things with the X-Men, and maybe we'll get a Miles Morales and all this stuff, which I was just watching Across the Spider-Verse yesterday, and I'm just like, dude, Miles Morales is the best Spider-Man ever. He's the one. He's the shit.
I should tell you something that I saw the other day.
What?
Shout out to this dude. Just real quick, are we on this Spider-Man vibe? Because there is something that you need to see. Cause I think it's time.
Spider-Man.
I think it's time, bro.
Spider-Man.
I think it's time
for Miles Morales.
The biggest crash out that I've ever had on this app before. Read this, please. Okay. We need to lock in.
Oh yeah, Miles Morales is definitely coming in this new one.
If you guys know from the Bears, now Spider-Man, brand new day. Now this sounds like a regular thing.
Because she's Puerto Rican.
This sounds like a regular thing, right? But it's not. I swear to God, it's not. Because hear me out, right? Liza's Puerto Rican.
Yeah. I mean, I already.
He's
know.
here.
Yeah, Miles Morales is coming.
Here.
Miles Morales is coming for
He's
sure.
Here.
Because also in Doomsday, that whole story of the Secret Wars, Miles Morales plays a very big part in that whole thing too. So, like in the comics, he's a very big, he's an important part.
So when is Spider-Man supposed to drop for?
After I think it might become in between these two movies.
Ooh.
I think it's Doomsday, and then we're gonna get Spider-Man, and then we'll get the last one, Secret Wars.
Dude, I'm so far ahead.
They're gonna show us Miles Morales.
I'm so far ahead because what's gonna happen? I can't wait to see. I'm not gonna lie. I'm really excited to see that introduction of Spider-Man or Tom Holland or Spider-Man or Peter Parker get in with Doomsday or get in with Doom.
Yeah.
And like he'd be like, "Yo, Mr.
Mr.
Stark, yo," and he's like, "Nigga." Get your ass over here.
Yeah.
Like, I'm excited to see that because I already know, like, Peter Parker will probably be like, oh my God, like, you know what I mean?
You saw the thing that I sent you where
like choke that nigga or like beat him up or something like that. It's gonna be freaking sick.
Yeah, it's gonna be sick. I mean, yeah, it's gonna be fucking.
Because it's gonna be like so heartfelt.
There's so many good.
You know how it was heartfelt was like.
Yeah, I don't feel so good or whatever. Yeah. I mean, it's all gonna be dope. It's gonna be sick, and you saw the thing that I sent you, like the moment that I need, or is like where Doctor Doom and Thanos are about to fight, and then Thanos is like,
but why would Thanos come back right now? It would be cool to see.
There's other universes. There's other things. Maybe he's
Thanos comes back and he's like, "Yo, I'm gonna take this planet." And Doom's like, "Nigga, no."
I think that would be cool. I think that's a cool scene for people who don't know the comics. Is like people like see how bad Doom is, and then. Like, in everyone's mind, the scariest villain is Thanos, right? So if we were to establish, like, in this movie, like, oh, damn, Doctor Doom is really fucking strong. He's crazy. And then they somehow bring back Thanos, everyone will lose their mind because they're going to be like, oh, my God, Thanos is here. Hell yeah. Like, oh, he's going to fuck up Doctor Doom. And then Doctor Doom does a thing where he's like, we'll see. And then just rips his fucking skeleton out of his body and kills him real quick. And then people are going to be like, what the fuck? This guy's so powerful, right? So that's like the moment that I want.
That'd be crazy. Hey, yo, dude, hey, Kevin Feige, y'all got to do that one.
They have to.
That'd be crazy.
There's a lot of things that they can do, and it's...
Because you're already bringing hella stuff back. Obviously, you're bringing the Fantastic Four into this universe. So just, kill off a lot of stuff. Bring Hercules, kill that nigga. Bring Eternals.
Well, I think Hercules is coming because I saw that the new Thor, that they're starting to work on the new Thor movie, and it's gonna be called like War of Gods or something like that. So it's gonna be, I think it's gonna be him fighting other gods and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Which will be sick because that's Hercules and other people. So I think that'd be cool.
Okay.
So hopefully we get that, and I think that will resolve a lot of things. But we'll see. There's still a lot to go. But we know for sure. We know for sure. I don't know about the turtles, but I know for sure. There's
Celestials in the world, and nigga Kang didn't say nothing about them niggas.
Yeah, and also Galactus, I think, is a Celestial. So like he's pretty fucking crazy. So we'll see. Well, I will have to see what this Fantastic Four movie's about, and then from there we'll go forward and get Doomsday, and hopefully we get Spider-Man 4, and then we get Secret Wars, and then after Secret Wars. Let's just kill everything and let's start a new universe and let's fucking just go forward with just mutants.
The thing is, if the Russo brothers are so good at their job, is it because they're so good at their job that none of the other films work?
Maybe.
Does Marvel have a problem like that?
Maybe. No, because like Shang-Chi worked and like Guardians of the Galaxy 3 worked. You know what I mean?
James Gunn's gone.
I know James Gunn's gone. Yeah, so I don't know. We'll see.
Spider-Man
3 worked.
Y'all need us. Yeah. We'll come and it be consultants. Like I don't know how to freaking direct. I don't know. I just know how to make a story. Yeah. And how to make a good story. I know how to tie things together that make cool. And I'm not even a comic book guy. Dre's a comic book guy.
They should know how to tie this stuff together.
I'm an MCU guy that just likes the stories already, and I want to compact.
I think a lot of times they're out of touch and they don't realize like what people really want. So that's where they get lost in the sauce. They're too up there and they don't realize what everyone else wants and stuff. But I don't know. We'll get there, but hopefully soon enough. But for overall, Thunderbolts, I'll give it like an 8, 7 or 8. I gotta give it like an 8 out of 10 because I'm happy that Marvel's back. I love Marvel movies. I love seeing like the Century, like the whole. So story was good, and I think more casual people will like this movie than other movies. So I'll give it like an 8.
Yeah, it's a good 8. Yeah, it's good 8.5 because Florence Pugh. So yeah, for sure, she's so fine, man.
8.10 because she's a 10.
Yeah, no, fact. Freaking beautiful, man.
Yeah, she's.
So dope. Yeah, I had a good time, man. I had a good time.
So yeah, that was good, guys. So another thing I want to talk about, and we'll make it quick because I don't want to take too much time on this, but how fucking good was The Last of Us, the last episode, dude?
Oh yeah, man!
Oh my god!
Oh yeah!
Yeah, that happened on Sunday. I haven't talked to you about that, but that shit was so good. Like them being in Seattle, the scene where they're in the train and like all the fucking the zombies come. Oh my god! That part was so fucking crazy. When I was watching The Last of Us, I kept checking. My girlfriend loves to like look and be like, okay, how much time is left? Because she wants to like be like, oh, is it almost over? Like, because she wants to. Like, when you're in it and then it's like, oh, this is the last scene, and then it just ends, you're like, fuck. So she always checks to see like, is it about to end? And during the thing, I kept telling her, I'm like, I just don't want it to end, dude. I just want more and more of the, like, I don't want the fucking show to end. Like, I hate that it's only an hour. Like, I just want more. Give me more. Fucking, man, I was so into it this week. I was on the edge of my seat. Like, this is like true fucking cinema, TV. The part where she's like, she plays the guitar, like that part was sick when she sings a song. Like, that's from the game. The part where they're, well, like the whole story with her and Dina is like sick, and like Andrew Schultz was making fun of her and saying like, he's like, oh, this first time lesbian, she don't even know how to finger her right, and I was like, he was making fun of her. It was so fucking funny, dude. I was cracking up.
I was so mad when she was like, I'm pregnant. I'm like, damn, bro, she gonna get a baby from another nigga and come to you.
Yeah.
I was like, man, you can't go outside like that.
Yeah.
Come on, Bella Thorne. What's her name? Bella Ramsey.
Bella Ramsey.
Come on, Bella Ramsey, man.
Bella Ramsey's such a good actress.
But I mean,
so
that
dope.
girl is what's her name? Isabella.
Dina, yeah, she's kind of fun.
She's cute. Yeah,
she's kind of fun.
She's cute.
I keep switching back, and I'm like, damn, she's kind of cute. And then other times I'm like, yeah, no, I don't really care. But then other times I'm like, okay, yeah, she's pretty cute.
She's cute. But hey, dude, this story is fantastic. Now, we told y'all when Jeffrey Wright get on the
oh my God.
We told y'all when Jeffrey Wright get on the screen, dog.
Dude? He's so
bro,
good.
He does a great, bro. I think
that's the same character. He plays the character in the game.
Oh,
he's the voice of that character in the game.
I didn't know
so
that.
they actually got the real guy. Like, they got Jeffrey Wright to play the character that he plays in the game.
Yeah, so I'm watching. I'm like, yo, this nigga's scary, bro. Like, bro, like the burning the nigga hand, bro.
That part was sick. The whole torture scene was crazy.
Yo.
And okay, so dude, my mind's fucking going crazy. So that part was sick. The part where he joins where he turns and he turns to join and he just walks up to the thing and throws the grenades in there and closes on them. That part was so fucking sick.
Tough.
But
and he gives the homeboy a chance. Like,
yes,
you choose
and you
see
him like go from like that innocent, and then like now it's like 14 years later or something, right? And now you see him like he's just like good. They fucking deserve to die. Those scars and shit. So this was crazy, and I was talking to Kat about this.
Jeffrey Wright, man, shout out to you, bro.
I think in the moment where Jeffrey Wright is, he's torturing the Seraphite dude, right? The guy is like standing on his principles, standing on his morals, and the line that got me, that stuck with me, and I still keep thinking about it because it's just so fucking good. He's like, "You're gonna lose," and he's like, "Oh, how are we gonna lose?" And he's like, "Because every day a wolf comes to our side and becomes a Seraphite, but never does a Seraphite like go to become a wolf," right? Which was such a cold line. It was such a fucking cold part of the thing. And then Jeffrey Wright gets mad and kills him, right? But I think in that moment, I was thinking about it because look at Fedra was like the people in charge after the apocalypse. Who is what Jeffrey Wright was working for in the beginning of that episode, right? He's working for Fedra, and he
wait. Because I don't know if you're gonna spoil anything.
This is theory. I don't know anything.
Oh, okay. Because
this is my
I thought you were talking about the game. I don't want to know.
No. I don't know the. I don't know the game.
Stay away from the game. Okay.
What I do is after I watch the episode, then I'll like watch scenes from the game. Like,
okay.
This episode, I watched after she played the guitar part. I was like, oh, I know a lot of people like that guitar part, so I went back and watched her playing the guitar in the game, and I was like, that's cool. How they captured it so perfectly.
Because that's what I wanted. I didn't know if you were gonna go.
No, this is my own theory.
Because I'm like I want to find out if Jeffrey Wright is right and the other people are wrong.
No, so
I don't know. I don't know
either.
At this point, I don't know, and I don't want to. I don't want to.
I don't know either. I don't know anything. Trust me, I don't know anything. I don't know. There's one thing I know because I saw a thumbnail on YouTube, but that has nothing to do with what I'm talking about. That's more for like the overall story. But I think this Jeffrey Wright thing, okay. He's working for Fedra in the beginning. So in this moment, I thought this scene was so pivotal. It was such a good scene where he's torturing that guy because in the beginning, he's working for Fedra, right? And he's seeing how like corrupt they've become and how they're just like, oh, we call them voters because we don't care. Like, oh, I got.
Hey, shout out to
Josh Peck.
Yeah, he did a really good job.
I told Kat, I'm like, do you know who that is? And she's like, who? And I'm like, Josh Peck. She's like, okay, am I supposed to care? I'm like, from Drake and Josh, and she's like, yeah, I don't care. I was like, okay, well, whatever.
Did she not grow up watching Drake and Josh?
She didn't have cable. Yeah. Hug me, brother. Anyways, so. He's working for Fedra at first, right? And you see in that beginning part how he kind of just is fed up with Fedra and how he doesn't care about them, and because he sees how corrupt they are. And so he turns on them. He saves the one guy who's kind of innocent, who wasn't laughing. He saves him, kills Fedra, turns on them, joins with the lady who now is the wolves, right?
Yeah.
They're the wolves now. So in that moment where he's torturing that guy, he has this stuff against the scars that they call them, right? The Seraphites. And in that moment, I think it's crazy for him because he's seeing like this guy is right in a sense, because Jeffrey writes like, I left Fedra to join because I saw how corrupt they are, and I left them to become a wolf. And now that the wolves are in charge, people are leaving to become scars. And I think he sees that in that moment where when that guy says that, he sees like, oh fuck, because he did the same thing.
Yeah,
he was fed up with Fedra, left and turned and became a wolf, and then killed Fedra.
Yeah.
So his people, he's seen it and he's like, fuck, like I've become the thing that I hated the most. Like, right, I left this because I was against it, and now I've become that thing, and now there's people leaving my side to go against me because so it kind of is like this overall story, like this bigger metaphor, I guess, where it's like whoever's in charge, the people are always going to hate that person.
Yeah.
No matter who it is. Like, you might be thinking you're doing right. So, because maybe in 100 years, like, or 20 years, like, people leave the wolves and let's say the Seraphites take over and they kill everyone. Well, eventually people are going to be fed up with how the Seraphites run thing, and they're going to start a rebellion. And then it's going to be another rebellion, and then it's going to be the Scars versus who's the next group, you know?
Yeah.
It's just tribalism. It's like the whole show is like us versus them, and it's crazy. And that's just like human nature. Like, it doesn't matter. Humans are like this no matter what. It's like, oh, you could be at a club, and it's like, we have our crew, but then there's a bunch of guys over there, and they have their crew, and you know, it's us versus them now because they have them and then there's us.
Yeah.
So if one of them does something to us, it's us versus them now. We're all fighting each other, right?
Yeah.
It's just like that's how humans work. It's always like tribalism. Like, even though they're all the same, we're all probably going to the club just to have fun and do the thing and hang out, and we're all just with our guys hanging out. But because they are them and we are we, like, we're against them, right? It's like, and that's just like human nature. And like that's what I really love about this fucking show and this story, because it's just like, oh, it's told so well, and it makes me really think deep, or I'm just like, fuck, dude, this sucks. Then you throw fucking zombies in there, and I'm like, oh shit, there's also zombies in here that are trying to kill everybody.
You know
that shit was so dope, dude.
You know what's even crazier?
So good.
You know what's even crazier? Just to piggyback off of all that you just said, we haven't seen the smart ones.
Oh yeah. I was thinking about that too. I was like, dude, they haven't even shown like the fucking little stalkers. Like, yeah, those things are fucking crazy.
Like, and it's probably like way more, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the smart ones are gonna go crazy, like, and they're smart.
Right? What they've shown in this season is that the fucking virus is evolving, right? Okay, so before like everything was like, that's what I was saying before, and one of the other podcasts we were talking about this. I was saying what's scary is that you think you have the virus figured out, and so that's why Ellie is so confident. Ellie and Dina are so confident. They're just like, we'll go into the building. Oh, what? There's some clickers in there. Oh, how many clickers in there? 1, 2. Fuck it, we'll kill them. But then she sees this stalker one that's like a little bit smart, that's hiding, that's like calling for her and stuff. And she's like, she's scared for the first time again, right?
Yeah.
And she's like, fuck, like, it evolved. This is something different. Well, that happened. And then we get to the preview of the next one episode, and boom, it's spores, right? I don't know if you saw the preview for you didn't see the preview for the next episode. But there's spores in the air now. It's airborne now. It's evolving to become airborne now.
Okay.
And so in the game when you're playing, the virus will release like spores in the air, and if you breathe it in, you can get infected. Right? So now in this episode, they show a part where Ellie's walking and she sees sees the fucking thing. You're gonna try to watch the thing right now?
Yeah, it's okay. I'll watch it after.
But definitely watch the preview for the. I don't know why you don't do that. Like,
because I want to be
spoiled.
I don't want anything.
No,
like,
I need. That's how I'm like. Give me any little taste of whatever. I just want more and more and more. Dude.
So I do watch
the breakdown.
I watch them talk.
Yeah,
I like that.
But they showed the trailer before the breakdown.
Do they?
Yeah.
I didn't see this last one. I just didn't see any of the last one.
Yeah, they showed the trailer and then they showed like the breakdown of like the episode.
Okay, yeah. I didn't see anything. I think I just stopped.
Because the trailer for the next episode looks fucking crazy. I feel like it's like this episode was like a high action tense moment, but I feel like the next one is gonna be a little more slow. But I think there's some big things that are gonna be revealed in it. And one of the big things that they show in the trailer is Ellie walks in and she sees like this room where there's a bunch of cordyceps on the walls and stuff, and she looks and there's a person like in the cordyceps, and it goes. And it releases like spores into the air, So now they're like, oh fuck, it's airborne now. So it's evolving even more.
Yeah.
So it's just like, dude, this virus doesn't stop. Like, there's no way to stop this shit. I don't know how to do it.
And the craziest,
I mean, Ellie, I don't know how this ends, but like,
because
even
then, like, it's
really
like
bad.
it's another one. It's like, bro, like she has the blood, like.
Yeah.
They haven't talked about her trying to help niggas at all.
Yeah, well, now that Dina knows, like, I wonder if that's gonna evolve it and stuff. I don't know. Like, I'm sure a lot of you have played the game and you're like, I already know. Like, dude, you already know. But
yeah, don't tell us.
Yeah, don't tell us. I don't know. I know we give you spoilers all the time, but you know, that's on your own. You choose to watch this. Don't tell us. Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm very excited for Last of Us. It's fucking good. It's really fucking good. So yeah, that's amazing. Another thing that I just want to talk about briefly, for my rec room, if you guys have if you guys are interested in watching something that you guys haven't been watching, also on HBO, Nathan Fielder has a show, which I don't know if you guys I know you haven't seen it, but one of my favorite shows from back in the day is Nathan Fielder's Nathan for You. And Nathan,
a comedian?
Yeah, he's a comedian, but he's like a super awkward comedian. But the whole show of Nathan for You is that he comes up with ideas to help businesses, but it's like dumb ideas, but he plays like super serious, and he's talking to real people, and they're like, oh, I guess, like, he seems so serious about it, but that's his comedy is so high level genius comedy that he never like smiles, never, like, he's just like super awkward, but he's being funny on purpose. And it's just like next level. So Nathan for You was like one of my favorite shows. Like, one of the ones that is funny is where he his most famous one that he does is like, there's a coffee shop that he's trying to help, and so his idea is like, oh, well, people love Starbucks, so let's just change your name to Starbucks. And then the coffee owner is like, we can't do that. And then he finds out that if you make if you're parodying, if you're like making fun of a brand, you can use their copyright in like parody. Right, so he creates a brand
like Starbucks.
So he creates a thing called Dumb Starbucks, and he copies their whole entire business model, but just names it like Dumb Starbucks, Dumb Tall Latte, Dumb Small Latte. He just copies everything, puts a dumb in front of it, and it actually blows up. And it was on the news, like people were talking about it on the news. But it's all from just this episode.
They didn't get in trouble?
No, they shut it down eventually, but it was up for like a couple weeks.
Oh shit!
And but that's what he does. Well, now he has a new show called The Rehearsal. And he had a season one, which was pretty fucking weird and crazy. But this season 2 is so fucking good, dude. 3 episodes in, and I'm so hooked. And it just goes everywhere, dude. It's high level, next fucking level genius comedy. If you guys get a chance to watch it. It's so good. My girlfriend kind of doesn't get it, doesn't really care for it. Yeah. But I think this last episode I made her watch, and I was kind of breaking it down for her and like saying, "Hey, this is why this is so funny. Do you catch what? Do you get what's going on here?" And then I think she was like, "Oh yeah, okay, this is pretty good." But I highly recommend watch The Rehearsal if you guys get a chance. Season 2 at least.
That's good. Well, my rec room is one of the greatest shows ever invented. You, amazing.
Heard a lot of good things.
I'm only on episode 3, and I was like, what are they gonna do? How are they gonna make it? Dude, I can't even tell you what they're doing because I don't want to spoil anything. Just know, Spoil is one of the greatest shows. Spoil? You is one of the greatest shows ever invented, man. And yeah, shout out my boy Joe. Yeah. Joe is a crazy dude, bro.
Yeah.
Sociopath. And like I you know what's crazy? Because a girl introduced me to this show.
Yeah.
And I understand.
Yeah, it's a girl show.
Yeah, it's a girl show, but
I get it.
Man, it's so good, dude.
Is that good? I mean, I've heard nothing but good things about it.
It's really good, man.
I think I tried watching the first episode, and I was like,
she's gonna love it.
Okay, maybe that'll be our new show to watch because we already have things to watch.
Joe, because what he does is he protects the people he loves. Yeah, and you take that however you want without spoiling it. Okay. But yeah, he protects the people he loves, and girls like that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay. I'm like, oh, but it's some baddies every season. Okay. Baddies in every season.
Okay. Maybe
for
I'll
sure.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. I guess I'll give it a shot.
Absolutely.
I guess I'll give it a shot.
But yeah, man, that's what I've been watching, and the NBA playoffs.
Well, real quick before we get to playoffs, I want to say something too, because I think we talked about this before, but we talked about Black Mirror, and I watched like some of the episodes, but I didn't watch like all of them. But right before me and Kat watched the last episode of The Last of Us, episode 3 or whatever, we watched USS Callister all the way through, and oh my god, dude, that was one of the best episodes I've ever seen. Like that, Kat was like, "This could be a movie," and I'm like, "It is a movie, dude." With that, I didn't think they were gonna be able to outdo themselves from the first USS Callister, but the second one is so fucking good, dude. Oh my god, it was so cool. Mind blowing. So
So cool.
Also, another recommendation: go watch Black Mirror. Watch USS Callister first part and part 2 because the part 2 was amazing.
The part 2 is so
part
sick.
2 is
like
so
he's like a
good,
god.
Dude.
Like
oh my god,
it was
so crazy, dude. It was so
I might
crazy.
have to watch it again, bro.
Yeah, it was so good. Oh my god, it was so good.
So you guys haven't seen Common People yet?
Mm-mm.
Oh my god,
No, we haven't finished
that's the one.
That's the one.
That's the one where it's like.
I told her because we were chilling, and I'm like, let's watch Black Mirror because you haven't watched it. I watched like the first one, and then I watched like another one. I think I actually only watched the first one. I started USS Callister, but then I didn't finish it, and then so I was like, let's watch it, and we started from the beginning.
What's the first one? What's the first one you saw?
The first one is the one where he like goes into the pictures.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that one was cool.
So yeah.
He's like trying to remember. Yeah,
Common People is the heavy one where it's like, oh my god, like that, like it's not like, it's just like the thought provoking vibe of it, like it's heavy. It's like, dang, bro. But
dude, the guy in USS Callister, the owner of the company. Like
he sucks.
He sucks, but he's so funny, dude. Yeah. Like he's such a good actor. Like there's so many parts in the episode where me and Kat were just laughing. I'm like, damn, dude, he's dope. Because he's also in Westworld.
Yeah.
And I was trying to tell Kat, I was like, dude, Westworld produced some really good actors.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of good actors. Westworld is amazing.
Yeah, Westworld is amazing.
Because Jeffrey Wright, I was telling Kat. And dude, I'm just gonna say it, but I was telling Kat, I'm like, you're never gonna watch Westworld, but one of the best twists in Westworld was Jeffrey Wright's character.
Oh yeah, him.
Yeah. That was one of the coolest twists ever. So you guys haven't ever watched Westworld?
What a freaking
dude, just movies and TV. This is why we do this podcast, guys. This is why we do this podcast because we love these TV and movies. Like it's so fucking good, and there's so many good things out there, and we're here to talk to you guys about it. So when you guys don't have anyone to talk to about it, we're here. And also, I want to talk about it, and I have no one else to talk to about it except for Avery, and this is why we do this, all right?
Cavs won game 3.
Did they?
Yeah.
Damn.
That's cool. I mean, that's cool.
That's cool. I mean, yeah.
They had to win that game, not gonna lie.
So, yeah, also, obviously, NBA playoffs is happening, and the NBA playoffs have been so fucking fun and so good. And yesterday, dude, the Timberwolves just smoked.
They killed the Warriors,
which is great because I was like, they got embarrassed that first game, and then you were right. Like you're not gonna come back sorry, and they came back and just blew them out.
Yeah.
And also Steph's gone.
I think they're gonna win. They're gonna win the next 2 games.
And fucking
Steph doesn't come back.
And Green is 2 techs away from being suspended.
Yeah.
So like, I don't know if Warriors can come back. I know Jimmy Butler. He's really good, but he's not playing that great.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Yeah, it's really fucking fun though.
It's fun. It is fun, man.
And the Wolves have a good squad. Like
the surprising team of the whole playoffs is the Pacers and the Knicks. Dude, the
Knicks are fucking.
The Knicks beat the Boston Celtics twice. In Boston. That's
insane. And the way that they did it, how both games were like identical.
Yeah.
Like they were down by 20. Yeah. You know what's crazy when I was watching that? Because I watched all of game 2 from the beginning to the end, and I was like, damn. Which, oh my god, I wish I would have bet when they were down by 20, dude. Because there was a point when I was watching that game where they were losing and they were down by 20, and Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum, like they did like a play together where like they both ran up and like passed to each other and like dunked it, and then they came back and they were kind of like celebrating with each other, and I was like, damn, that's one of the scariest duos in basketball right there. Yeah. Like they are so fucking good, like Jaylen Brown and
I'm pretty sure my
Tatum.
bookie Las Vegas had them like it was probably like plus 4,000.
Oh my god, it probably was insane.
So whoever bet on that live is probably
especially and they came back, and then the way that the game ended, and it was just so sick, dude. It was such a good ending. The way that they came back,
dude.
Playoffs are movies right now. Jalen Brunson is insane.
I didn't know. I'm a believer. I didn't know.
He's super good.
I knew he was good, but like Clutch Player of the Year, I didn't know about this, and then seeing him.
Well, who's the dude too who made the block both games?
Mikal Bridges.
He's fucking crazy, dude.
Yeah.
Like that was crazy defense that like for him to do. Like, you know what I'm really appreciating, and I think this is why it's really fun during the playoffs compared to like the regular season, is the fact that people play defense. And sometimes like I've never seen in all the games that I watched like during the regular season, I've never seen so many what is it called when the shot clock runs out?
Shot clock violation.
Yeah, shot clock violation. I haven't never seen this many shot clock violations, and it's because the defense is so good, dude. It's so sick. So like it's so exciting to be like, like whoever wins that possession, like, right? It's like, and that's what's so exciting about basketball. It's like football, you're like waiting till the next possession. Okay, wait. Okay, there's like a break there, all setting up. Okay, there's a crazy play. Boom, who's gonna win? The defense, the offense, and then whatever. Boom, and then it's like, okay, now we have to wait till the next setup. Where basketball, it's like this possession happens, and you're like right there. Who wins this battle? Defense, offense. Oh, offense won this one. Okay, next possession. Yeah. Okay, who's gonna win this battle? Oh, defense wins this one. Oh, who's gonna win this? It's like back and forth. It's just constant. Boom, 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 boom. It's so exciting, dude. Yeah. It's so fun. And every time you're like, oh, is the defense gonna do something here and stop them, or is the offense gonna do something and pull it off? And every time they do something fucking crazy, dude. It's so good. Whether it's a steal or a block or a fucking just making them do a shot clock violation or they score in some crazy ass way. It's so
I love
fun,
that
dude.
we don't know. Like, it was before the playoffs started. It was so definitive what people were saying. Boston's gonna kill them niggas.
That's what's crazy. That people were talking so highly about.
Cleveland's gonna murder these niggas.
Oh my god.
In the West is different. West, everybody knew that it was gonna be a dogfight. But in the East, everybody was like, they counted the Knicks out. They counted the Pacers out. I even counted the Pacers out. I thought the Knicks were gonna do okay, but I didn't think they were gonna do this well. So
against Boston,
against Boston. That's what I'm saying. So like, to see this and you don't know what's gonna happen, this is the best playoffs that we've ever seen. Like, even the Timberwolves and Warriors, we're talking about the Warriors and how good they are, but dude, Jimmy Butler is really good, and if he's on, you're in trouble.
Yeah.
Like without Steph Curry, Jimmy Butler could do it on his own. He's done it with the Heat multiple times.
And he has Green and he has
Buddy Hield.
Buddy Hield's good.
Yeah, man, that's what I'm saying.
That white guy that they have on their team who looks like he works like as an assistant teacher.
Pajeski or something like that. Pajeski, I think it's he has a weird name, Pajeski or something like that. But yeah, I mean, dude, that's what I'm saying. Like, anything can happen in these playoffs, dude. So we don't know who's gonna make it to the finals right now. Literally, we don't know.
But it's so fun though.
I still think the Nuggets. I want the Nuggets to take it because I want Russell Westbrook to get a ring.
I want the Nuggets to get it too.
And I mean,
Thunder, I don't really care about.
If the Knicks pull it off,
I want the Knicks to win.
If the Knicks pull it off, I'll be hyped. If the Pacers pull it off, I'll be hyped. Now, the only team that I don't want to win, the only two teams, I'm not gonna lie, I don't want Boston to win. I just don't like Boston. I'm not a Boston fan, and I do not hear me on the record right now, guys. I do not want the Cavaliers to win because where's my GOAT? Is LeBron here? Because my GOAT. I need my GOAT, LeBron, to be the only person to give them their championship. I don't need them being like, oh, we don't need LeBron. We don't need LeBron. Because that's going to be the only headline. Like, it's not going to be Donovan Mitchell did it. Like, because I like Donovan Mitchell. He's a good player. But I feel like the NBA and the media are going to be like, Cavaliers did it without LeBron. And it's going to be a LeBron fest. And I don't need that.
Yeah.
I don't need that. So Cavaliers, I don't want them to win. But if they do, I do like Donovan Mitchell. So
I do like
Donovan Mitchell. I'm not gonna lie. Everybody that's in this, I'll be hypey. Except for Boston. I don't want Boston.
I really like the players on the Nuggets. Gordon, Murray,
Aaron
Porter
Gordon's
Jr.,
really good.
Westbrook. Dude, fucking Jokic. I like them a lot.
I wouldn't mind them winning. I wouldn't mind them winning for sure. OKC, I don't care too much.
OKC, the only person I really care about is
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
SGA.
But like,
even him, like I was impressed. I was impressed by how he was playing, but I was just like,
they're too cocky, man. I don't want them to win. But yeah, man, I would be happy with the Warriors or the Timberwolves winning, the Nuggets and the Knicks. I'll be straight with the Knicks, man.
I think the Knicks would be sick for them to win. I would just love it for New York.
Yeah. I did not know. And then the Bing Bong. I seen another one. I was hype off of it.
Yeah,
I love
it gets me hype too. It gets me hype.
It's like
I really like.
And they say hella random stuff.
It
like,
sucks though.
F your mom.
Yeah. It sucks because I really like. I like Jason Tatum, and you know who I really like the most is Jaylen Brown.
Jaylen Brown.
Because he's
corny, bro.
Jaylen Brown?
Yeah, he's corny.
No, he doesn't even talk. Like he
talks hella man.
Really, I've never seen him talk. He plays hard as fuck, and he just like I don't see him talk. I don't see him talk shit. I just see him go in there and I just see him do his thing, and he's so fucking good. So
everybody
talented,
talks about
dude.
him because he did the dunk contest and he did that weak ass dunk.
Oh, I didn't see it.
He dunked over Cashapp, and like he was trying to do like a no look dunk, but he dunked the ball, and then after he dunked the ball, he goes like this. It's like, bro, that's weak, bro.
Yeah,
I'm not trying to be. I'm not a hater.
I like Jaylen Brown.
These guys are great at basketball. It's just,
You have your favorites.
Yeah, you have your favorites. So, like, if Jalen, I'm not gonna lie, if Jalen Brown and freaking Jalen Tatum won, like, anybody won the championship, I'll be hyped. LeBron's not in it, so it is what it is.
Yeah,
LeBron's not in it, and Philly's not in it, so it is what it is.
Yeah, it's funny because every time we watch like the Boston game, Kat sees because she watched all of starting five with me. She was like really into it. So every time she sees Tatum, but she likes him, but every time she's like, "Run me my chips." Where are my chips at? Because ever since
chips,
he had those chips, and she would eat them like almost every week. Like, and
they were fire.
They were fire, and like. I think ever since they took them off the bag, like those chips are just gone now. I don't think they even make those.
Oh, really?
Like the flavor is gone.
Was it fire
They're flaming hot. They're like flaming hot barbecue.
Okay.
Yeah, and they're good.
Yeah,
they're Ruffles.
Yeah.
And even Ant in the show, they're like, "What do you think about Jason Tatum?" He's like, "I like his chips." Which Ant is fucking hilarious.
Yeah,
I love
Ant.
Ant's the best.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we'll see what happens. But I'm super excited for this fucking playoffs. I mean, every day coming home and just being like, you could throw on any game and it's fucking exciting.
Yeah.
Which. After this podcast, I'm about to go watch. Well, Kat's gonna make me go shopping with her, but the Nuggets are playing the Thunder right now. So
they're down.
Thunder are up.
They're down 6.
So
I think they win this game.
But yeah. So otherwise, guys, there's been a lot of stuff that's been happening. I mean, good stuff. Sorry we took so long with this episode. But we're gonna get back on track. And speaking of which, we have gotten our memberships, guys. We're officially approved for memberships.
Let's go.
So with that being said. One of the big things that I talked about is like I wanted to get this podcast going. We put a lot of work into this podcast, but I'll be honest, I put minimum effort into this podcast because like before we were doing this podcast, we didn't have that many viewers, we didn't have that many subscribers. We had big ideas for different things like multiple camera angles, and we did like multiple camera angles for a couple episodes, but then I was like, dude, it's too much work for us to get 30 views, or 50 views. Like if I'm going to be doing like multiple camera angles and all this stuff, like we need like something more. We need to like be a little bit bigger, or at least get more views, get more interactions and stuff. But I feel like we're at that point now, like where we have like people interacting with the podcast. We have fans and subscribers, and now we just got approved for memberships. And so I feel like we, as this podcast, if we're gonna really have people that are gonna be members to our podcast and become like paid subscribers to our podcast, I feel like we got to step it up another level. So my plan is to be very dedicated to this podcast and really start taking it even more serious than I was before, because I kind of like stopped and I'm just like, I do the bare minimum. I put out the thumbnails, I put out the thing, I make the episode, but I'm not like doing a lot of editing and a lot of stuff anymore because I'm like, it's not really worth it. But I feel like because we're going to have memberships now, I want to step it up. So I think this next week, I'm going to take time. My focus this week is to really like clean up everything in here, get this like really legit, get this set up really nice, make it super easy for us to have multiple camera angles, figure out the soundboard, get it like really good, maybe even redesign all this shit and have a newer set and really get this up and step up our level even more to the next level, so that way you guys are getting something even better than what you guys are getting right now. And that's going to be my big thing, because I think now that we can start making money off this podcast, I can work on it like it's a job, and I feel like before I was kind of working on it as if it's a hobby, but now we're getting paid for it. I can take it up to the next level. So be on the lookout for that, because I'm gonna start working on this shit. And like my plan is, sometimes I come home and I just want to chill, and then I start watching TV and I'm just like, whatever, I'm just bored. But I think I really need to, like, every day I come home, as soon as I come home, do the things I got to do, like clean, whatever, chill, eat. But then I got to pull out my laptop and do something for the podcast every day. So that's my plan.
So I've been doing some music, bro.
Yeah.
Been writing every day lately.
Yeah. And I also like need to clean, like I need to get back in the vibe of doing music for this. Like it would be cool to do music for the show. Like we can release like exclusive songs for members. We can do like exclusive videos. We can do like different sketches. We can do different things. There's a lot of things I want to do, especially now that we're growing and building an audience. There's a lot of ideas I have that I feel like I wanted to do, but they weren't really worth it because there wasn't like anybody watching. But now that we have people watching, we have memberships, we have all this stuff, I'm like, okay, we got to step it up. So that's my plan. Really take this shit serious and bring this to the next level. And I hope you guys see that coming up soon, okay? Yeah.
We here, baby!
Yeah. But with that being said, guys, that's all there is to talk about this week. I want to go watch this playoff game.
I got to go Uber.
I don't even think I'm going to be able to watch the playoff game because my girlfriend's going to make me go shopping.
I got a new car, and it sucks because everything's expensive.
Yep. But I'm going to Wango Tango tomorrow. So I don't know if you guys know what Wango Tango is, but tomorrow is Wango Tango.
Wango.
I'm super fucking excited for it because
Tango.
Oh, one, the artists are gonna be cool, right? It's basically like a little music festival, but it's Doja Cat, which I love Doja Cat. Meghan Trainor, which I actually really like Meghan Trainor for like a pop artist, like which you wouldn't think I would like that kind of music. She has good songs. David Guetta, which is funny because he does the shout out to my family thing. Shout out to his family, which that's just classic. If you're an H3 fan, you guys know all about David Guetta and shout out to the family. Who else? Bad? It's just he did this thing. I'll show it to you later. But he did this thing where when George Floyd died, he did like a mix and he was like talking. He's like, oh, you know, and this was like when the George Floyd things was like popping and like there's riots and protests and all that stuff. And he was like, you know, George Floyd got killed. And so I made a very special mix for him. So, yeah, shout out to his family. And it starts playing like a Martin Luther King remix to a song, like an EDM Martin Luther King "I Have a Dream" speech.
He's definitely not from America. Huh?
No, he's not from America. Yeah. And so like, but the way that he did it, it's like this big, like obviously it's a very real thing. Then he's just like, yeah. So shout out to his family. Like, okay, shout out to his. Anyways, it's crazy. Yeah. But he's gonna be there tomorrow. David Guetta. It's David Guetta. Meghan Trainor, Doja Cat, Cat's Eye, which I love Cat's Eye. I gotta show you their new music video because they're so fine, and their song is kind of cool, even though it's dumb, but it's good. And then Gwen Stefani's the headliner, so it's gonna be sick.
It's bananas.
Yeah, I think Gwen Stefani's gonna be sick, especially. I think I talked about this on last podcast, but because of after we watched the Pharrell movie, I'm like I have a lot more respect for Gwen Stefani.
We said what time it starts? 2.
Tomorrow. Oh, it's like a festival, so there's like a little village that like the village that opens up first, where it's like you can walk around and there's food trucks and like event like things and vendors and stuff, and then the concert starts like at 5, I think.
All right, make sure I'm there for Uber.
But yeah, it's gonna be fun, and it's on the beach, which is sick.
Everybody over there, bro. Yeah. Y'all about to give me that. They about to give me that good money.
Yeah, I'm about to be able. I mean, you can walk to the water, and get in the pool. I'm gonna be in the ocean.
Only if you have the ticket though. You can go to that part.
I think they can't block off the beach. I don't know how they're gonna do it.
They might actually block off the water. If you really want to, you can just go to the pier.
Yeah,
and watch whatever.
Yeah, you might be able to. I gotta see.
I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna be Ubering.
I gotta see how it's set up. That's what I want to do right now. Actually, I want to go drive by the beach and see what it looks like. But anyways, yeah, I'll be there tomorrow doing that. So yeah, guys, I don't know. We gotta go watch these playoffs. We love you though. Thanks for another episode watching it. Well, appreciate you guys. Make sure you guys are subscribing. If you guys really get a membership, dude. I set it up. It's $5 a month for a membership. That's the same price as like a freaking McDouble nowadays. So one little meal. That's a coffee. That's whatever. If you're willing to throw us, that little $5 membership. We don't have exclusive content yet, but I promise you it is on the way, and you could be a member from the beginning when we first got it. You can say that you've been a member from the beginning. So do that if you guys want to. And yeah, we're gonna get some new stuff coming out. So we love you guys. Thank you. We'll see you guys next week. Until then, peace.